Welcome back finally to another episode of Jash Reads, a series where I do a dramatic reading of, you know, books. Yeah, I've been doing this for a while now, so Currently, we're reading Animorphs number 12, The Reaction by K.A. Applegate. And I'll explain why there was such a delay in getting this episode up. And then you'll be going, why are you sounding so happy? It's habit. And so, let's see. Just a little update on how I am changing this around a bit since, no one really cares about doing a whole long, making it take weeks to build like a simple structure or whatnot, because that's not really the point. The point of that is just, hey Google, what's 8 times 3?
24.
Thank you. Let's get the paper right here. So, I'm changing up that when I do the reading of the actual chapter, it will be in, survival easy mode, so we can have the hilarity of me dying while reading. While, when it's like this intro part or this part where we're doing discussions, it will be creative mode. So I can get, more stuff done. And today, during the creative mode parts, and during this, intro part, we're going to work on getting to a mushroom biome, which are rare, but I'm doing one in my nightly Minecraft streams, and I sort of want to figure out more of how things are going to go there. And I did not count correctly. I don't think I got the correct. So, on to why there was such a delay. And that is because... That's because my cockatiel Navi died early Wednesday morning, and that threw off things for the whole week. And since I've talked about this more on the nightly Minecraft streams, and I'm assuming people will have watched both, I don't want to, take up too much time and, repeat things that have been said probably ad nauseum by this point in time. But she had been sick for like 2 weeks, and we had taken her to the vet, and we thought she just, had a nice clean bill of health, but that did not, that wasn't actually the case. But anyways, on Monday we took her for a checkup, we got a clean bill of health, so I was like, okay. Let's get a nice anvil over here. See why, hopefully in a second. But Tuesday, I wake up and she can't put any pressure on her left talon, and that caused me to panic because I got flashbacks to Silene, who over a course of months lost control of her legs. She couldn't poop, she couldn't fly or anything. Fire protection, I don't want that. Blast. I want frost walking, which is It's like my little baby. Not depth stride, not sharpness. Silk touch will be very good to do, and breaking. Actually, no. So I'm breaking 3. Okay, never mind. Go back. Okay. And so I picked her up to see if, she had possibly heard it during the night, or maybe, the Bernies decided to get a little bit of she got nipped somehow. But there was nothing, there was no sign she had been hurt. So, and afterwards, to calm her down, I held her to my chest, and she stayed like that for the majority of the day. She did not actually want to she didn't, want to leave her mommy's side. And so she stayed like that for the majority of the day. It was hard. And so she was snuggled up with me as she passed on around 5:30, 5:45 in the morning. And so that's why I couldn't, this past week, it's been hard. We buried her yesterday, and so, everything ended up being delayed. Like, if she hadn't died, I would have been in a better state of mind, been able to get another episode of Jash Reads out much earlier. And and possibly even gotten maybe more Starfield and Control out, possibly. Yeah. So that's the big update. So I'm also changing my time frame and schedule of releasing, new streams. So hopefully that will also help. And if you're wondering if our lovely Jor is going to be getting a nice little new cage made sometime in the future, but for now we're just focusing more on him, and he seems to be adjusting better than the first few days. So once we do get a cage made for him, he's going to be able to choose his own cage mate out. He's going to be like a little royalty. So yeah, it's my nice place to start to read more of Animorphs number 12. God, I forgot. No, that was a previous book. No, it's not the name of any of the books. So yeah. Let's read more of Animorphs number 12, The Reaction by K.A. Applegate. Okay. Yes, I'm getting to it, Jorah Jeeves. Anyways, oh gosh, need to turn on the light. I'm gonna blame that on it's been a long time. Jeebus. Okay, here's chapter 25 of Animorphs, number 12 by K.A. Applegate. The audience screamed in renewed horror. Cindy Sue finally broke and ran. Barry was yelling ridiculous directions in total panic. Get a stapler! Get a stapler! I think that's what he was saying. Anyway, I was a little distracted. Jeremy Jason was no longer frozen. Save me, get it off me! And with my dim, bare vision, I could have sworn I saw something slimy and gray and fudge. Did I actually change it to... Okay, I did change it. Never mind. Sorry. Let me continue. Sorry. Let me start again. And with my dim, bare vision, I could have sworn I saw something slimy and gray come crawling out of Jeremy Jason's ear. And that's when the lights went out. Okay, run for it! Cassie cried. Sudden darkness, not pitch black, but too dark for cameras or the audience to see. Total pandemonium in the audience. It's one thing to see wild animals up on a set. It's a whole different feeling, sitting in the dark and not knowing whether those wild animals are going to come rampaging into the audience. The entire studio was nothing but screams and animal roars. And above it all, the shrill, horrified scream of Jeremy Jason. Save me! Save me! I saw a rush of movement from off stage. Suddenly an andalite was leaping through the air. It landed directly on the crocodile's back. The andalite tail flashed, and suddenly the crocodile let go of Jeremy Jason. Axe? I asked. Yes, he said, sounding grim. I knew andalites are tougher than they look. I fought alongside Axe before, but nothing ever impressed me as much as that. That crocodile was a tank. It was unstoppable. And now, it was stopped. Where's the Yerk? I asked Axe. I saw the Yerk leave this human a few seconds ago. So I had seen a slug crawling out of Jeremy Jason. The Yerk had panicked. It didn't want to be swallowed up along with its host's body. It was crawling around on the dark stage like a snail without its shell. Everyone okay? Jake asked. Yeah, I answered. Alive, Marco said. Not happy, but alive. Then let's get out of here, Jake yelled. Definitely, I agreed fervently. I looked down at the stilled crocodile head. You know, even dead, it just scared the pee out of me. Possibly because it was still very close to yelling, screaming, cursing, hysterical Jeremy Jason McCole. I bailed. I ran for the far side of the stage. But as I ran, I felt one of my massive bear paws step on something. Something warm and squishy. Something that felt like a slug. I don't think the yerk made it too far, I said. And that's the end of chapter 25. And oh, didn't really get attacked at all. Oh, there's something. I guess they were just too scared of my awesomeness. Now, dudes, I'm on creative. You can't hurt me. Okay. Just have to hope for a horsey. I'm sorry, we can't ride birds in this game, Jorah. So, anyways. Yeah, this chapter was honestly a little bit difficult for me to figure out. I saw a lot of nuances with Rachel. She hates Jeremy Jason, but she's still attracted to him, and plus he's a human. But she doesn't like that he was like, yeah, I'll put my hat in the ring for the Yerks. No biggie. And all these complicated emotions going on, and this was hell to practice for, because I'm like, I want to do it this way or should do it that way. Yeah. I need to get further into the map here. See, I don't think I really did this chapter justice, because in my mind there was a lot going on and I'm just not good enough of a voice actor, if you want to call me an actor at all. Like when everything's like said and done, Jake is like, oh my god, you are all idiots. And I didn't really want worry in his voice, because I saw him, embracing the role of a leader and just angry that the whole plan really went to shit in a handbag. It's like, okay, this is over. I don't have to worry about this. I mean, of course he's worried, but as a leader, he needs to be slightly harsh. God, you're all idiots. Idiots. So yeah. I really wasn't sure if I read Cassie right, but she's really does care, and she had this whole plan. And we still don't know what her plan was, but definitely involved the lights going out. And nothing on Earth could defeat the crocodile. So, get an Andalite, not from this world. And like Marco is saying, I'm not happy, but I'm alive. Oh, Marco, even face of death after having faced death, like just sarcastic. That's his coping mechanism. And I will say, yeah, humor can be a coping mechanism. I know I use it as a coping mechanism. After Navi died, she died on my chest. So for a day or so, I just couldn't stop singing I Just Died in Your Arms Tonight, and that was the only part of this song I could remember, so yeah. Humor can be a coping mechanism. Oh my gosh. Oh, just look at this. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh yeah, in creative mode. For some reason, swords don't break anything except enemies. So, yeah, that's really all on the discussion side, and let's see a question. Let's see a question. Let's see a good question. Okay, you want me to ask a question from you? Okay, do we want to ask? No, not that question. Things are returning back to normal in this household, which means he's very horny. Very horny. Jesus. So anyways, we're not asking his question. Instead, we'll ask, what animal would you morph to fight a crocodile? And to make this question more challenging, it can only be ones that have been scientifically proved to exist. So even though I believe dragons do exist, I can't throw those in there. And also ones you could actually acquire. Some animal you could actually acquire. This sort of helps with Floridians because we can get a crocodile. Yeah. So yeah. So tell me, comment down below which one you would. And ignore Jorah, as we all do when he's in one of his moods, shall we say. Now, since we're done with that, I'm going to ignore the chat for just a little bit and... Hang on. Getting tangled up with the cord. And I'm going to go to the links. If you're watching this on Twitch, shortly after I have ended the stream, I will post the links there. If you're watching this on the YouTube, they're already there, and you can check them out now. OMG, aren't you so lucky? So and before I read the links, I will say a little disclaimer. Some of these links are an Amazon Associates links. And what that means is that if you buy via the links, I will get a little mun-muns from it. So by clicking on those links, you will actually be supporting me as well as buying awesome things. So, the first linky poo is, of course, to buy your very own copy of Animorphs number 12, The Reaction by Kay Applegate. Remember, these dramatic readings are really just my interpretations of the text, aka just, adaptations. So, if you want to actually, make up your own mind on what happens in them, go read the book. They are amazing. They hold up equally as well with adults as they do young adults. Like, I think I started reading the books when I was like 9 years old, And so, yeah, and they were the first book that really got me into writing. I mean, into reading. So, I would highly, highly suggest if you want to get your kid with some interest in reading, oh, Animorphs worked for me. Maybe it'll work for you. Let's see. The next is, guess what, folks? I have a Twitter. Yeah, even with the chaos Twitter's going through, I still have one. I honestly am on Twitter now just because it took like 2 years for me to really understand how to promote myself on the site. So I'm going to be holding on till the ship breaks down. I love you, Jorah. I love you. I love you. She's gone. Jorah, she's gone. They're still calling out to her, Jorah. That's another reason, we want to wait a little bit before getting him a new cage mate. Since he's gotten less vocal about calling out. Okay. And so on Twitter, we can talk all day and night about Animorphs or some other sci-fi thing or some book or games or TV shows or movies. I am actually a huge horror hound. I tend to be watching a lot of horror. I was watching Stephen King's Storm of the Century, but then Alan Wake 2 came out, and I'm playing Control, and haven't played the first Alan Wake game, so couldn't exactly start to read it now, so I couldn't exactly start to play it now. I'm going to eventually play Alan Wake 2 and stream it, but not right now. That was a very jumpy sheep. And let's see, next link. I have a Patreon. And Patreon helps me support, these dramatic readings. Oh, shit. I accidentally made myself fly. I'm like, wow, I'm really jogging along. And I was like, oh. Yeah. And let's see. Oh, yeah, so Patreon helps support these dramatic readings, my nightly streams I do, the streams I do, the books I am writing. And every crazy ass thing I am doing on my blog, it helps me a lot. So, if you want to check my Patreon out, I'm very biased, so I'll say you really definitely should. Plus, when I have a book cover reveal, it's revealed to my patrons first. Whenever I release a new book in my Kafka's Men series, you get to read the first chapter for free before anyone else. Or sometimes first chapter when everyone else can, but thing is, you can read it for free. Free! Okay, and the final link, of course, is for dun 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 Kafka's Men. And this is an original series I am writing. It is, let's see, it's superhero grimdark reverse harem series. So there's titillation, there's angst, and it's very plot centric, so it's not like every book is going to have this big sex scene. There's a couple of books in the series so far that no sex scenes, and I began the first book with no sex scene just so readers could get, used to that from the start. Like, where's sex scene? Oh, there won't always be those there. Oh well. Okay. So now, yeah, that's all said and done. Okay, I'll keep walking until the sun rises in game. Will that make you happy, Jorah? Did that make you happy? Yeah, he's yelling like, yes, my will is all my... Gosh. So I hope all of you have been having a better week than I have. I've started to feel a lot better after the funeral. And yeah. I'm feeling, I think, nearly back to normal. Like, I have some sad spells every now and again, but I'm no longer eating my feelings. Like, I usually don't like to eat that much. I like a nice small breakfast, maybe some smacks. Now I'm thinking of the cereal, but sometimes I like small snacks, depending on how I'm feeling. If I'm a little hungry, I sometimes just drink some Coke, drink Coke and then go back to water to help fool my body that, oh, you are really full, Mr. Body. Okay. I definitely don't want to be by dark forest. When I start the next stream. Because the thing with dark forest, since they are dark, like, creatures can still spawn during the day. And I'm not really at that level of confidence right now. If you want to know what the mushroom biome is going to be like, you see these? They're going to be all over the place. Little skyscrapers. They're really amazing. And if you do want to see me building a little city on mushroom biomes, let's see. Yeah, my nightly Minecraft streams, that's what we're focusing on currently. I've had to change some of the most of the building materials, honestly. I forget how great this was. Filling up this map, filling up the map, Wait, what's that? Oh my gosh! Also, let me find something lower. So when I want to come back to this. If you don't know what this is what's called a woodland mansion. And they're extremely hard to find. So yeah, that's why I wanna. interested about finding a nice entrance here. Because, yeah. It's our rare. And oh yeah, I just have to go one punch. I'm One Punch Man. Yeah. Ever watched the anime? Okay, let's see. Okay, try and just see if there's a good entrance. If not, yeah. You have a flying ability, so we can always try to get in front of the roof. Yeah. Okay, I've never found a woodland mansion before, so I'm really not sure how to enter one. Go, go. Okay. Oh, here it is. Are those? Ah, here we go. Okay. Going to find a good place to actually spawn in next time. Well, that's neat. We found a woodland mansion. Of course, there's all these things that don't actually. It seems that when I'm not specifically looking for something, it's like, ta-da! Okay, let's get rid of you. I do like to kill creepers while in creative mode just because, you know, they scared the crap out of me in any sort of survival. To me, they are the scariest mobs. I know I haven't faced the warden yet, but yeah, worm probably scare me more, maybe, I don't know. Don't think I can. Oh yeah, it's raining. Oh well. Oh yeah, it's going to be in creative mode while the intro is going on. Okay. So, thank you! And hopefully next episode of Jash Reads will be a lot sooner. Let me check how this week looks, because if I remember the week correctly, I'll have a lot of time to actually stream, so now fingers crossed. Oh. So read your Animorphs in the meantime. Woo! And again, I really hope I will be seeing all you Animorphs a lot sooner, but if that's not the case, I'm sorry. And trust me, I will do like a 20-minute explanation in the beginning of the video I'll tell you why. So, goodbye, and I hope to see you again very shortly. Bye for now.